In the 1970s, there was a movie called The Boys from Brazil. It takes place after World War II. Hitler is gone, but Joseph Mengele is still alive and hasn't faced any consequences. So he takes Hitler's DNA and tries to make all these Hitler clones and implant them in women all over the world so that he can create basically an army of Hitlers so that he can bring about the next Reich. And it sounds a little goofy, but if you put it in the context of the time, in the 1970s, America was grappling with admitting and apologizing for the eugenics that they were practicing. It was normal. It was normal. It was like, just if you were a politician or a famous person, it was just like considered that you were for eugenics in like the 1920s, 30s, 40s. But then as time went on, people became less okay with that. So in the 70s, they're grappling with genetic engineering and eugenics and the ethics of interfering with pregnancy, because this is also when IVF just started becoming available for humans. Many people at that time thought that IVF was basically opening the door to genetic engineering, to eugenics. This film was actually really important at the time that it came out. Fast forward to today, and we learn that Jeffrey Epstein basically was doing this on his Zorro Ranch. Now, he wasn't, cloning and, as far as we know, cloning and implanting these fetuses, but he was trying to impregnate as many women as he could, so he could pass on his, what he thinks is superior DNA. And when I first heard this, I was like, The Boys from Brazil. This is literally the plot of Boys from Brazil. And also it made me think of Elon Musk, because he similarly wants to impregnate as many women as he can. And he has said as much. And he has said that his father especially encouraged him to do so, because they think they have this superior DNA and they think they should do as much as they can to spread that DNA everywhere. Somehow they all think they're going to create these utopias if they only have people just like them around. It makes me think of how and why ultra wealthy people lose their morality. I think it can be chalked up to two things, which are the denial of death and being an adrenaline junkie. When you have so much money that no matter what you do, your actual needs, like the things that a person needs in life, you can buy any of it. That means you don't really have anything to fight for. You don't really have anything to live for. It reminds me of this Twilight Zone episode. There's this guy who, by all accounts, seems like a real bastard, but he dies and he goes to heaven. He loves to gamble, so like whenever he gambles, he wins, and all these beautiful women are always around him, and they will always do whatever he says, and he can always eat, drink, smoke, whatever he wants. And eventually he gets angry because he gets tired of having exactly what he wants all the time. That takes the thrill out of winning. That takes the thrill out of fighting for something. Then he finds out this is the bad place. He finds out he's actually been in hell. You need the dark with the light. You need to be able to fight and to struggle to make winning worth it. If you have so much money, nothing is a struggle, and nothing can really give you a thrill anymore. What are you going to escalate to try to get that thrill? I feel like $1 billion is the gateway drug to being a human trafficking, raping, torturing piece of shit. If you can have sex with all the beautiful people you want, where's the fun in that if no one ever says no to you? If torturing someone doesn't do it for you anymore, I guess I'll kill someone now. This is about chasing adrenaline. They have nothing gives them adrenaline anymore. Nothing gives them that hit of feeling alive anymore. And so they go to Epstein Island and do those things to underprivileged people. And it still doesn't make them happy because they got away with it. They could probably keep doing it for the rest of their lives and probably won't face any consequences. I also think that they have a massive problem with death denial. I mean, nobody like wants to die. Even suicidal people don't actually want to die. They just don't want to suffer life anymore. They are so attached to all this material wealth that they built in this life, but they know that when you go, you can't take it with you. And that's what's behind all this transhumanist shit of let's upload our brains into computers and let's have as many babies as we can so that we live on. By the way, there's a whole industry that all they do is build bunkers for insane rich people. Because the insane rich people think that if there's some big natural disaster, they want to be able to go underground to create their own utopia. Because apparently an entire society of Jeffrey Epsteins and Elon Musks will be a great thing. If it was just 10 guys, you could say, okay, the thing that they have in common is they're very rich and powerful, but those 10 guys are just fucking deviants. We've got billionaires, we've got royalty, we've got intellectuals, we've got people of every color and stripe and size and shape of elite, all wanting to do this shit. There has to be some reason. It can't just be that all the world's most deviant people just so happen to find each other. There has to be another mechanism. There has to be something else that drives people to want to do those things. Let me know what you think. What exactly about being so rich makes people turn into psychopaths? Let me know in the comments.